Fight on, family. Preston's Paradise here. It's game day. We got the Minnesota Gophers and the USC Trojans. So, I looked a lot into this game. I looked a lot into Minnesota and their so-called top five defense in the country. I'm not maligning this defense, to be honest with you. I watched them against UNC, so I watched them play against some of the speedy athletes outside that UNC had, and they did a good job covering. Number two on their team, Ethan Robinson, is a solid corner. Saw him make some big time plays against Michigan. Some great plays against UNC as well. Now, I also believe that SC has better receivers than UNC, so I think we are going to give them a problem. We are going to give them problems outside with our receivers and the skill that we have. But the defense is nothing. It's nothing to malign. I mean, I feel like their edges are a little bit better than the interior of their defense. I do think we can gash them on the ground. That is another thing I'd like to see for SC. I'd like to see Quentin Joyner get a few more carries. He's been averaging great yards a clip this year and has been running the ball very hard. So I'd like to see Quentin Joyner get a few more carries, as well as Woody mixing up running and throwing the ball, run the ball a little bit to open up the pass, or pass it a little bit to open up the run. Depending on how the flow of the game is going. For the USC offense, same thing. We're going to go back to the O-line. I feel like it's going to be a bit more of a challenge for the tackles in this game than the interior of the offensive line. Speaking of the interior offensive line, though, I was very keyed in on that right guard spot last week against Wisconsin, and I feel like Amos Talele did the best job in that spot. So I hope to see him starting tonight against Minnesota. But I think we'll be in good shape, as well as for the offensive line. It's going to really come down to it was never an issue with the O-line where I feel like we didn't have the bodies, the strength to get the job done and to protect Miller Moss. But it was basically just like the blitz recognition. You've got redshirt freshmen, you got sophomores out there playing in new environments, loud environments. And I watched the game. I watched a couple of their games at home. I mean, it's not 100,000 people screaming down your neck, but this is going to be a hostile road environment. So the tackles, as far as blitz recognition, know who's coming outside, know who's coming inside. A lot of the pre-snap communication that Elijah Page and a lot of these guys have been speaking about since week one against LSU, how they've had to tap each other and communicate across the line because it was so loud. That's what we're gonna need to see tonight for USC to get a dub. Defensive wise, I mean, Brosmer, 6-year quarterback that they have. I mean, every time I hear 6-year guy at quarterback, my ears kind of do perk up a bit because the guy's been through a lot of situations in his college career. Did come from the FCS, I believe, but I watched him in a couple games. He can get a little antsy when under pressure like any quarterback, but at times he also seems very smooth, calm, and collected. They got a solid running back. They got some solid receivers, although they have been suffering from a little bit of the dropsies throughout the year. Got a really big O-line. Irsay is the left tackle, I believe, number 69. He's supposed to be a future NFL player. But I really just want to see championship DNA from this USC Trojans team tonight. I want to see 0 turnovers. I want to really get comfortable on the offensive line, grow on that offensive line, make some strides to protect our guys. I want the receivers to step up, and I want to be able to run the ball. I really pray for 150 yards plus on the ground if I could get it. I really don't believe the interior of their defensive line is that great, and we should be able to push through and gash them at times on the ground. Another thing to look for as well, though, is they get a little freaky on defense. I saw one of their edges pop out on a third down and cover a wide receiver. They do disguise blitzes at times. I've seen some corner blitzes and stuff like that as well. So blitz recognition, running the ball, taking care of the ball. If we can do that, we should be in good shape. Now, also, I don't. I believe as of last night, Eric Gentry is ruled out, so that's going to be a hit. I know Anthony Beavers is going to be in there playing some linebacker. I'm very excited about that. That kid is, putting his time at SC, and he's done some great things. Last time we saw him, I believe, was the Holiday Bowl. He had a forced fumble. I think he was like top three in tackles in that game. So definitely can get the job done. I'm not sure if Achille. I think Achille Arnold might be playing. But as far as that goes, I mean, if we take care of the ball, just blitz recognition across the offensive line is going to be key. Again, on the road in a hostile environment in the Big Ten, running the ball and protecting Miller time, and we should be good to go. I got a USC coming out with a victory in this one, 35-14. I hope I'm right. I want to see championship DNA tonight in a away environment, a hostile environment, and focus on Minnesota. Then we'll worry about next week. Fight on, everybody. Let's get it.